It's a good angle over here with this window. Hello. There's no one in here, but I'm going to give everybody just a little bit of time to get in. Go get some clothes on. I can actually see you. Please go get clothes on. Go. Hurry. Sorry, he just woke up. He's running around here without a shirt on. So I've got one person in here. Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for coming over. I was making my list of all the things that I would like to do this week. And then I started thinking, what about all the things that I really have to do this week? So I thought I'd talk about a little bit of it, a little bit of gardening, the quail coop that I have. I need to do something with that. I really need to clean up my raised beds. And I also need to get my grow lights going and the barn kind of cleaned up and start getting my 6-packs and the soil and compost that I need for that. So that's some of the things that I was wanting to talk about. I'm going to wait just a minute or so more to see if more people come in. Drink my coffee. Good, you got dressed, bub. What are you making? Bagel. As you see, Preston's making a bagel and Ruger. Oh, where'd you go? Ruger's right there. He's just sitting by me. There he is. Big Chungus. Oh, get him off my counter now. Sorry, guys. Preston, don't ever do that again. That's disgusting. Get the bleach out. That's disgusting. Sorry, guys. Hi, Heather. How are you? How is the weather up there? I wonder if you're getting any snow right now. It looks like really nice out. I went out to gather my phone because I was uploading some of the gluten-free videos. It works better outside when I get it off of Wi-Fi and just use my internet for my phone. They download it in like 10 minutes. Otherwise, if I use the internet in the house, it takes like 14 hours. Hi, Ricky. How are you? I was just saying that I was uploading those chili videos this weekend. I've got them scheduled and ready to go. I've been working on that all morning, the description and the SEO. Preston, what? Matt Payne said get out of the fridge. He says you've been sitting in the fridge this whole time, just looking at food.
Well, it's not what we made. Well, I mean, it's like food or whatever.
He made something special with Ricky left her blueberries. So they took the blueberries last night, they dipped them in like sugar water. And then, I don't know, they made something special for me and Daddy to eat for breakfast. So Lila's on here. Hello, Lila. How are you? Well, we got 6 people in here and we got 3 thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. This is just a random live. I was on another live this morning and I have been sitting here and trying to plan my week and my videos, plan like in real life what I really need to do, plan my garden, all kinds of stuff. So I thought I'd go on live just a little bit and discuss what I've got going on. See what you guys, 25 degrees, cloudy and no snow. That's awesome, Heather. As long as there's no wind, but that's pretty cold. Lazy C, hi. I was just saying that I was over on your live earlier, and that's when I was kind of doing my SEO, my planning, and I have my book full, and I thought I will talk about what I'm going to be doing this week and see what everybody else is going to be doing this week. Hi, Annie Ann. I know, I say good morning. It could be 3 in the afternoon, and I go out to the goats. I'm like, good morning. Or to Boone and Bear and Bonnie, good morning. How are you? Creepy hand there. Oh, what'd you do, bub? What's he creeping behind me? He's eating what are you eating? A cheesy bagel? Is it good?
No. You have no butter.
Oh, yeah, I need to get butter at the store.
Real soy.
Here in a little bit.
Real Bass Pro.
We're not going to Bass Pro.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric, how are you? I am loving how your tiny house is coming out. Look, Eric, watch. Watch. Did I do it good? Did I do it just like you? I've been practicing. 6-mile-an-hour winds up in Canada. So that's not bad, but 25 is really, really cold. The Rusty Pepper, hello. Good morning. Well, good afternoon. As me and Annie were just saying, Lazy C says, I holler, hey, honey, to all the animals as soon as I walk out the door. That's cute. Hey, honey. I yell to my goats it started with because that was my gateway to goats, and it was a girls. So in my videos, I'm sure you get annoyed by me, but I was like, girls, and everyone comes running. Chickens, goats, donkey. The dogs don't come running. That's a good thing. The guinea, the turkey, everybody else. I know, coffee. So I'll drink this until about 3, and then I'll switch to lemonade, which I still have leftover from yesterday sitting here. I love coffee so much. Hi, Paul Marsh. Thank you so much for saying hello from Southwest Florida. Thank you for coming over. Annie Anna saying hi to the Payne family. So I'm going to start real quick. And the reason that I was telling you that I always make these big every day, I have a simplified planner. Love it. Love this brand. I've had it for like 6 years. So I've had this. And every day when I sit here and I go through things, I write things down like every day. Or I draw pictures. I don't know if you can see it. I draw pictures. I write myself notes. I try to remember stuff. See, like every day I write all kinds of stuff. And I can always go back to it if I forgot. So like most of the time I write down my ideas, the things I need to do, the things I need to film, and things that I just need to get done. And I don't have time to film because half the time Preston has the tripod with the screw-on thing for my phone because I record with my phone, and he uses that fancy schmancy camera wherever it is I was going to show you, and I don't know how to edit on Adobe with it. So don't worry, Chrissy, I've been up since 4 and I'm still saying good morning. Yeah, that's me too. Greenhorn, I'm on my 4th cup. I think I'm on my 3rd, Eric, and it's already noon. Like, that means I slept in today. That means I've not been up since 6:30. Snobby coffee. You're in your 2nd pot. Oh my gosh. Hi, Cassie. How are you? Folding laundry, getting caught up on watching people's videos. I know. I was doing that this morning, and then I got on a live on Lazy C Homestead's live, and I was listening to her, and then I was like, okay, I really need to do my SEO. So I told her I'm going to listen, but I'm going to be working on this. But thank you so much for coming over, Cassie. Like a journal. Yeah. So it's just like a daily planner. I use that. Annie Ann says I had my coffee switched to Fresca, and now I'm about to switch to cappuccino. I guess Jason had a cappuccino this morning. He was kind of grossed out by it. Hello, Christian. How are you? I miss you. We need to get together soon. Hi, Mary. How are you? Hi, Brandy or Charlie. Good to see you, Pafford Homesteads. One more sip, and then I'll talk about. So it is now right at like 12 weeks before the last frost, and I am a huge gardener. I know that I dabble like personally in like so many different things instead of just like 1 or 2 things. And I know that I feel that I just really have a big variety on my channel, but the niche really is, in my opinion, and this is what I want to ask you, my niche really is homesteading, but it's also like boy mom, homesteading boy mom, wife, on this land that we tear down trees, build ponds, go fishing and hunting, but also have all our husbandry stuff like our animals and our chickens and like what we want to do with that and our gardening. So will I ever be self-sufficient? No, because I don't live my life off grid and all that kind of stuff. Really, really, really love to do some more canning and be a little bit more serious about my garden, which last year I was pretty darn serious, but I walked away at the end of July because I was taken over by blister bugs and some squash bugs, and I was really just unhappy. And after I walked away, I was so happy because it was like, so it's weird. Like in the winter, you get so excited about spring and you just like dive in up to here and you love all your plantings and gardening. And then by August, I'm just totally worn out with it. So, hi, Sweet Pea Farm, New York. Hello. How are you guys? Narrow away. One day you'll hit adulthood. Yeah. So Ricky with Narrow Ways doesn't drink coffee. He drinks aminos. Have him tell you about that. It's called aminos. That's his favorite drink. So what I decided to do is I kind of changed my playlist name, and I changed how I'm going to be doing my videos for the gardening as far as my description, because as you grow, you learn a lot. So I kind of, this book, every day I read it, and it talks to you about, it's like a vegetable gardener handbook. It's a week by week. It doesn't tell you tons of stuff. It's just a few pages per day. kind of telling you where you're at from the last frost date, how many weeks you have, you know, like it says cabbage, sow seeds. I can't read backwards. But it tells you stuff like that. But then again, I've got all my seeds out that I'm about to go through. I took them out for Ricky the other day, and I'm about to go through them. And I have MI Gardener up on here to order my tomatoes. So I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I wanted to come in here and talk to you guys about what you like to see the most from my channel, or if you really just like the way that we're doing it and that I just keep moving forward. It's definitely with my ADD, there's a squirrel mind, but I wholeheartedly love everything that I do, and I hope that you do too. So I kind of would love to know like your opinions on that. Please pray for my son in the Air Force and Special Security. He has taken his unit to Washington, D.C. I can't say much. Stay close to the family and take care of each other. Yes, Lila. Yes, everybody, let's pray for Lila and her family and her son. Don't really want to talk too much myself about any of that on my channel. I don't want to comment or type or anything about that kind of stuff right now. But Lila, definitely 100% back you up and back him up. And we love you, and we will all be praying for him. And number one, his safety and his psyche, just with whatever's coming. Sweet Pea Farm. I do feel like I like what I do. Do I watch Gardening with Leon? I want to say that I have before, but I watch a lot of people. Sometimes I just get onto something that I'm specifically looking up, and then I'll watch in videos, and I don't remember who I watch. Just say it's like how to grow Bianca eggplant, you know, and so I'll watch a whole bunch, and then I'll gather my own information and go on it that way. The way that you do things, so that's whatever you do. I enjoy it. Thank you, Mary. You're so sweet. Hi, Tim at Ridge Life. Tim, if you're just coming in, we were just talking about, I always have a whole bunch of things going on, and I always have all these plans and things in my head, and I do try to stay organized, but I'm very ADD, and it's really hard. And I was just wondering if everyone likes the way that I'm creating and doing things on my channel, which is really all over the place, but it's all really, it's surrounded by me and the boys and Jeremy. It's just like what our life is about. And so far, the consensus is you do you, boo. I love it. I love you guys. I like your homesteading. It's okay to have multiple channels like Jason. No, I don't want to have multiple channels like Jason. I can only handle one. And in fact, I completely do Preston's channel too. So I really kind of am doing two. He does his own editing, filming. I do all his SEO and all his descriptions and keywords and all that fun stuff. Hi, Jess. How are you? Oh, thank you, Tim. He says, we love following PR. So like I said, I have this book, and it kind of tells me the countdown to gardening. So this week, what I really need to do is I need to clean out that garden. You saw it in the last couple of videos, or a few videos ago that I started, I think about 2 weeks ago. It's still just overgrown. It has stuff everywhere. It was too dry to go out there and clean it and then burn it with our, what's that gas blower that we have to start fires?
Huh?
It's the big propane tank with the gas blower that you would use to start the fires, you know, for hay or trees or whatnot. Yeah, the flamethrower. So once I clean it out, I want to go in there and use the flamethrower in the walkways and also in the garden. I've been throwing lots of wood ash in there this winter, so I'd like to kind of get in there and get it all cleaned up and kind of just not till, but just kind of shuffle it around and rake it a bit. I've got that coop that I just got for the quail that I just put in yesterday that came from Narrow Ways. They brought me quail eggs and chicken eggs. So I want to get that out. I really think I'm going to put it over a compost bin. So I need to make compost underneath it with pallets, or see if it'll fit over the existing one. The existing one's kind of full. So, but it still has to sit for a few months. So I might make a new one of those. I need to find a new way to do a chicken brooder. I was watching Cog Hill. I really, really love them. And they have their own house that's a chicken brooder house, and I would love something like that. But I'm not a carpenter, and I try to build stuff, but it's always kind of half-assed, and it's not really my fault. It's because I don't really know how to do it. So I would like to build kind of like a little shed. I know wood is really expensive right now, but I have lots of wood stacked up out there for my greenhouse, which I'm really waiting patiently to build. I just need the help from my friend that is a carpenter. So that's some of the things I want to do. Let's see, greenhouse, brooder, clean up the garden. Yep. So we're 12 weeks to the last frost date. Quail coop makeover. So I'm just going to figure out where I'm going to put that and keep that. And then I've got some old videos in my phone that I kept and never made a video. One of them is a goat birth. It was before the last one. That was a really, really great video where it showed the baby coming out and she was blinking her eyes and then she came out full in the sack. That was such an awesome video. It's gotten lots of views. However, the retention rate isn't very much. It's like, what was it, Ricky? 2 minutes, 53 seconds, and it's like a 17-minute video. So I'm not quite sure. I think people just watched the babies be born and then they were done watching it, which is fine. I have so many other videos that I can keep the content and keep your attention longer for full 10 minutes or whatnot. But that's great. But this video that I want to share is sad. I mean, the baby passed while it was being born. It was a breech birth. It was coming out feet first. It got stuck. So I'm kind of like debating, like, I'm so over the sad stuff. I don't really want to go there again, but I've got tons of video about it. It was pretty interesting. So I just don't know if you all want to see anything like that. You're right, Kristen. Lazy C said, just say do what fits you and your family. We are labeled homestead, but I think that it's flexible word. I do too. I really think it's flexible. It's like what homesteading means to me is different than what it might mean to this person over here. But contemplating having multiple since I'm all over too, but trying to tie it all into one theme now with multiple interests. So Tim, exactly. Like, I love yours, and I don't think you probably want to manage or have to have more than one channel. In fact, how you do it, you're so organized and just, you have it so lined out and perfect and scheduled. And my brain doesn't work that way. I'm just like always intrigued by how, I don't know, about how you structure everything is amazing. But so like you're the same as me. So you've got your beehive, you've got your hunting, you've got your will it grow, you've got so much stuff, building the house, the cabin. So I love that. I love that when I watch your videos, they're all different. The rabbits, all kinds of stuff. Kristen, I'd help you with that. We could FaceTime or whatever you want to do. We'll get together on that. I can help you with it. Yeah, Lila, you're right. So a high tunnel is so amazing, but what about here in Oklahoma? So I know Arm's family has one, and he's in South Oklahoma, well, Southwest. I know Charlie with the Paffords, they have a high tunnel. I would love to have one, and I just don't know how it's secured to the ground because we can't really stabilize anything in the ground here because it's all rock. And I'm not kidding when I say that, like, it's all rock, like huge shelf rocks, who knows how big underneath the ground. And the wind in Oklahoma is really bad. And I'm on a mountain, so the wind is a million times worse here than it is like at the bottom of my driveway, which is like a quarter of a mile. So it's crazy, the elevation. Matt, another one, if you think about the goats, it was before you were here with that goat that was being born. It was before then. It was a video before then. Yeah. Charlie is saying to Lila, Daniel Arms is the first channel I started watching. Right. I've been watching Daniel for probably about 4 years. He is awesome, awesome channel. We enjoy watching your lives, just not just certain tasks that you do go. Oh, thank you, Ricky and Brittany. You're so sweet. Oh, Oklahoma Adrenaline Life's in the house. You're right there getting on my live. You're so cute. I love you. Leave him alone. He doesn't want to be messed with. Hi, Selena. How are you? Good afternoon. Ricky wants to know if you had any coyotes on the camera today.
Yes.
Yes. You're going to have to send him some pictures of it so he can see. Yes, Lena, us too. We love Daniel and DJ. We love them all. Mary said, please don't forget to give a thumbs up. Oh, thank you, guys. Yes. If you can give me a thumbs up, that would be awesome. Ricky said to tell me that you love me back. Preston.
Huh?
I said I love you. Did you not say anything back to me? What do you have to say?
Love you.
Oh, he loves me. He's that warm and squishy kid that comes up behind you, just kisses you, just in the middle of nothing, just comes up and says, "Love you, Mom." But he's also that kid that gets on my nerves the worst because he picks on his brother and he really knows how to push my buttons. I get a hold with gardening with Leon, and he sells high tunnels in Oklahoma. He would probably know how to secure it to the ground. That's good, Charlie. I need to do that. No problem, Selena. I enjoyed it. You guys, Selena went live last night, and she was talking about what can I cook for you, so she could have stuff that are subscribers' favorites that she can cook in her way and make videos about it. She was talking about grits, and she was talking about butter and sugar, or they were talking about lasagna. They were talking about pizza and pizza crust, things like that. It was a great live. I really loved it last night. But the quail makeover, I'm gonna do that coop. That's gonna be fun. I would love to build multiple coops that are either stacked or just really long. I just got to figure out if I could put them lean-to and not have the goats like pushing up on the legs and knock them over, maybe secure them to the walls. So that's my challenge. I did move the bigger goats to the buck pen yesterday because I was so sick of them trampling. It's Huey. Huey like gets on me and jumps on me no matter what. I could have this in my hand, an eye cream, and he would see it and he'll just like a dog want to get up on me and knock me over to see what it is. Like I love him so much, but I'm getting so sick of him. So I put him and Jesse and the 3 Kikos in the buck pen. They've got a big thing of hay. I fed them. They also trample the little ones when it's time to eat. And I'm just so sick of them like fighting and trampling everybody. So I put them in there. Let's see how that works. And I've got all the minis in the other one. And just going out there yesterday to film my chicken video was so nice to not get trampled or jumped on. I know it's my own fault because I love the goats so much, so I always like get down and love on them. But now since I'm on the journey, I'm trying to like do that, and they're used to that. But I've got a phone in my hand, and they're knocking me over, and you see it. I know you see it in my videos. So yes, Kristen, mine are. The baby's still asleep, so when he wakes up, he'll come out here, and I'll still hold him like a newborn, or he'll straddle me, and I'll hold him. He's 11. And he'll lay here for about 3 minutes, put a blanket on him. And I'm not complaining because one day they won't want me to do that. So Charlie said, hey to Brittany and Ricky. Pretty Ricky. Hey, Tim said hi. Yeah, Matt, I saw that. I don't No. So Matt's saying that Jason's given away some of his bucks. He's overrun with male goats, and they're free. And if you live around here, get in touch with him. I don't want him. He said him and Jared are going to probably do a catch, clean, and cook. But Matt's saying I should get him to do a catch, clean, and cook. I don't have the heart for that, Matt. I know that goats are meat goats and dairy goats, and before I had goats, I wanted to know what was the point of having goats. I wanted to know what's the point of having cows if you're not going to eat them and all that kind of stuff. And the answer is pets. They're pets, and they mow the yard, and they love me, and I feed them. And I don't know, like I don't think I could eat a goat, especially not one that I love or I brought up or I bought or whatever. Have you thought about building a creep feeder for the little goats? I'm planning on one I thought about it, and I thought about building one, but the big ones are so big that I'm sure they would destroy whatever it is. They've destroyed all my chain link fence around my chickens. They rub on it and knock it down. Mary, oh, thank you so much, Mary's Ranch and Wild Cooking. $10 super chat. Thank you so much, just because you're so sweet. You're just so awesome. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Selena says, I hope this is allowed, but this channel had a high tunnel installed. Need to see it. Selena, what was I don't know if it's going to let you, I don't know if it's going to let you put a link unless you're a moderator. So just tell us what the page is, maybe. Pafford said hi to Ridge Life. Ridge Life said hi to Selena. Hi to Tim. No, wait, Preston want to make a goat steak. No, don't ask him that, Ricky. Jason Avers, how are you? Hey, guys, I'm working up the sweat today, moving trees around. I need to get some trees. I need to get some fruit trees. I need to make a little orchard back here behind where Boone's backyard is. I really want to do that so I can see it out the bathroom and the bedroom window. And then we can get some bees back there eventually. The Wyatt Life, hello. That's why I've really been hesitating to buy goats. I don't think that we could butcher them, and I don't really want to have them if they're only a pet. Right. So I agree with you, even though I am knee deep in them. I love them. It's great in the summer because I don't feed them any protein in the summer. They have a 17-acre pasture, but it is not full of grass. So what we've done is it was thick, heavy woods. We've cleared out most of it to look more like a park, like park-like, and hopefully can grow some grass now that the sun could get down between the trees, where before it was so just dark and it was just leaves and compost. So we're going to try to do some planting of some kind of grains and grasses. And anyways, they eat that all summer. So it's essentially you just wear them and love them, and you just take care of them, and they keep your property looking really nice. And there's babies that you could keep or sell or whatnot, but it's not all cracked up to be. It's not simple. It's not easy. If you watch any of my videos, I've had lots of death. There's vet visits, there's medicine, there's feed. I mean, goats are not easy. Right, Eric. Ridge Life said goat backstrap sounds great. So Eric just says that you're too emotionally tied to it. That's why you see them as pets, but it's okay. Right. Exactly, Eric. I'm too emotionally tied to them. But like, I don't eat deer. I don't eat my own chicken's eggs. That kind of grosses me out. It's like, that's your kid and you're eating their eggs. I know that is so weird, you guys, but I love growing baby chicks and hatching them. I love doing videos on it. I love my guineas and my turkey. You guys know I love my turkey and my donkey, but they're all for fun. They don't have a huge purpose here on our ranch or farm or whatever you call it, but they have a purpose for me to love them, and they love me, and that's all I need. So Selena, Whispering Willow Farms. Okay, I'm going to write that down right now. Whispering Willow Farms. Okay, I will go out and look at their high tunnel. That is awesome. Whispering Willow Farms, you guys, has a good video about a high tunnel. It was a good video. Jason says, I've got some extra fig starts. Oh, yes, Jason, please. Yes, we need to get together. I would love to have some of those. That's awesome. Some fig starts, trees. Too cold to sweat here. Charlie, you guys just don't like the cold. Yes, got pecan tree goats, love the nuts. Yes, Lila, definitely. Not here. I don't. Let's make a midnight run to Jason's and his goats. Narrow Ways Farm Barbecue for all. That would be a good video, but Jason is locked and loaded, so I wouldn't go to his place at night. That would never happen. It wouldn't be a good turnover. Lazy C says we're going to butcher our bottle calf. Not really because we want to, but it's also can't just have him put down and not honor him. That's what it's taught us. He broke his leg. Oh, that's so sad. Yes. See, and I understand that. That's a purpose, and that's part of bringing him into your family. So I do totally get that. Oh, Eric, fly down. Let's go do that. Let's go raid Jason's. That's hilarious. Say what? Jason Avers, Homestead Aquarius said, hi, hi, Robert. Fancy running into you here. I'm sorry. I guess I didn't see Homestead Aquarius. Hello. Nice to see you in here, guys. Pain Family, I'm about to give you a ton of turkeys. Yes. So Matt and Christian have turkeys. And if you haven't gone to their channel, go to the Pain Family's channel. But they have turkeys. And last week, me and Matt were talking. Hold on. Matt, let me find that page that I sent you. So I got my new catalog, Murray McMurray's. And so I was looking through it because, you know, if any of you are like me, you just can't wait to get stuff in the mail. And we're not even going to talk about the Baker's Creek catalog because that's a whole hour's worth of discussion right there. But so I got this in, and they have just 2 pages only of turkeys. Like, that's all they have. And I'm going to find it because I really want to show you. Turkey. That's turkeys. Okay, so they have all these 2 pages of turkeys, and so I showed them to Matt. Let me see here. So, see them? So I sent them to Matt. I was like, Matt, what kind do you have? And I think he said Rio Grande, Matt. Is that what it was? And he's like, I'm going to bring you some this spring. So I'm so excited about that. But I also want to build them their own coop and run, or maybe like a half threaded coop, kind of like what Matt has. I'd like to do that, but not the huge run that he has because that is really expensive and crazy. But I cannot wait, Matt. That is going to be such fun. And what I want to do with that is I want to get turkey eggs and I want to bring them up, and I would like to start like letting them just be around the homestead and find their own habitat and just live best. I would love to just see turkeys running around out here. It'd be so awesome. Matt's overrun with turkeys. Yeah, he's overrun with chickens too. That's why it's the chicken auction. Eric, Greenhorn 1 acre, $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much for channel support. It's my entertainment. Keep up the hard work. We love you, Eric. Thank you so much. You're so sweet, you guys. If you haven't gone over to Greenhorn 1 acre, please do. He has an awesome channel. He is building a tiny house out in Arizona. So it is such an awesome channel. Thank you so much, Eric. Oops. I'm way back here. Let's see here. Lila Newton for real. Entirely too many Jason Homesteading community. Keto. Hi. Everyone's saying hi to each other. You see my lucky buck short. That was the first time I caught a deer mating on camera. I haven't seen it. Preston, have you seen Tim's lucky buck short? It's with some deers mating on camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's smiling, of course. Yeah. That's so funny. Rio Grande, wild ones. Okay, so yeah, so Matt says they're called Rio Grande. So I'm excited, and if you want to see his turkeys, you need to go over to the Payne Family's channel and see what's been going on with this turkey run, but also see all of his turkeys. And they did some hatching videos and things like that. Selena, they are the best friends with. Okay, they are best friends with Roots and Refuge. I believe everyone has heard about them in their channel. So yeah, so I watch Jess and Sweet Maya. Not as much anymore because I've made so many friends that are more personal to me on YouTube than just someone that's really awesome on YouTube. So I tend to watch my friends and my YouTube family more than I do the bigger channels anymore. If I get with Jason to get those goats, would you be fine with if me and Preston cleaned them? Preston, will you come here?
Huh?
Ricky wants to know if he gets those bucks from Jason and Jared, if it'd be okay if you guys clean them and ate them.
What?
The goats, those male goats that Jason has.
What about?
Butcher them.
Yeah.
Of course, Ricky. Preston said yes.
From Jason Avers?
No, not Jason Avers. From Jason Nash.
Crocker.
Crocker, yeah. Keto. Greenhorn. Lucky buck shirt was funny. Yeah, I need to go see it. That's awesome. So if any of you guys, I need to order some flats, you know, like that they're 6-packs or 56-packs or even the plugs for your seedlings, for your seed starts. I wanted to get the hard plastic plugs that you just sterilize and reuse, but their holes are very small and they're only about that deep, where you do 6-packs or 12-packs or 24-packs. So I bought a lot and I had them, but they just get destroyed whenever you start moving around and putting new dirt and things like that in there. I've seen those. There's a tool that you can make your own 6-packs. It's a tool that pushes down the soil and makes squares. I forgot what it's called. Justin Rhodes, I watched him a few years ago with that, but I'm just not quite sure how he keeps it in just a flat container, or if he just puts it on the shelf. I don't remember exactly how he does it. Yeah, Greenhorn, your YouTube family is continuing to grow. Excuse me. Yes, they are, and I love it. And it's just going to grow even more. I mean, and then in May, we're going to meet so many more people along this journey. It's just going to be amazing. Selena's World, a couple of years ago, I built a hoop house out of all recycled free material, and it's still standing strong today. That is awesome, the Wyatt family. That makes me so happy. The best life. Hello there, everybody. How are you? Jason Avers, about all the big channels that I still watch regularly are also my subscribers. So yeah, same thing, watching my friends. Yeah, I mean, I still watch them, but I'm not like jumping every day going, did they post? Did they post? If I see it, I'm like, oh, cool. What are they doing today? I'll watch it. But my interests have kind of just shifted. And I mean, if I waited all the time for the Payne family to post, I'd be like having cobwebs. I'd be a skeleton by now because they never post. Yes, Selena, me too. I would love to build one. Seed blocks. Yes, that's what they're called, Heather. Thank you. So they do put them in a flat. Okay. So then they would order the flats and do the seed blocks, which that would be really cool. I just don't know if when you water them or spray them, if they fall apart or if they're just so packed together, but then they have the split, if the seedling actually stays put, because you wouldn't be able just to pour water on it. You'd have to do kind of a mister or a very light watering can spray. Haha, Payne family to post. I know, Tim. Isn't that great? Isn't that funny? Oh, Lila Newton's leaving, I guess. I'm sorry, Lila. I didn't see that. Goodbye. Thank you so much for coming over. Payne family says, I've been uploading more than Crocker 2-to-1. Yeah, yeah. Because he's been busy just like you. You're out gallivanting, going from state to state, visiting people, but you're not videoing anything. Eric said, right? Payne fam makes good videos just every blue moon. Yeah. But seriously, though, the Payne family's videos are amazing. They're more like cinematic. Matt's very picky about his, videos and music and this, the scenes and the angles and all that kind of stuff. I love watching his videos. Just Neighbor says, I came up with an alternative to seed blocks, easier to work with and no worries about splitting. Ooh, I would love to see that. On that note, what I was going to say is I bought the Jiffy big packs that have like the clear thing that go on top, which I don't use. I bought a whole bunch one year at 90% off at the Dollar General. So they were like 25 cents or something like that, or 90 cents. So I bought a whole bunch and I just kept them in a black bag. But at the Walmart in Broken Arrow, it's the one that me and Annie Ann used, my old Walmart. They have a place where you could bring your old flats and they just put it on a big cart and it's like, leave a flat, take a flat. So you could take as many as you want. It could be like the big 4 inches. Oh, sorry. I guess you can't see that. It could be the big 4 inches. It could be a 6-pack, 12-pack. It could be a whole, whatever it is. It could be just the flat black tray. So that was so nice. Anytime I needed extra something, I just grab it from there. But this Walmart does not do that. Dang, y'all trying to team up on me. Yeah, it's not hard, Matt. You're easy to pick on. 9 channels. Wow, too many to keep up with. What are you talking about, Charlie? I did, Tim. I call it the Dollar General. I know it's Dollar General, but did you ever see the video? It's those 2 girls. They're probably in their mid-20s. And they did these videos on Facebook. And they were like 1 to 2 minute videos. And it's things that they buy at Dollar General. So one time they made their own mosquito protectors. So they went into the Dollar General and they came out with pantyhose and bug spray. And they're making their own mosquito protectors. So they put pantyhose over their heads. And she's always mean to her friends. So she had her friend do it. She's like, you place it on your head. And this is a mosquito protector. And then she took the bug spray. It was horrible. Don't ever do this at home, boys and girls. And then she like sprayed her whole face with the off. And she's like, there's your mosquito protector. It's so funny that you laugh so hard that you pee your pants. So that's why I say Dollar General. It's hilarious. I did. It's rough love, Matt Payne. I bought trays at Dollar Tree and some small plastic cups and seed startings at work. He only has 3 channels. I did. My wife showed me. It was so funny. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what it was. That's Tim. That's so funny. Payne family, we always hang trash on the ones we love and that are closest to us. Boots and Bounty, hi there. Casey, how are you? Casey's sitting behind her desk being a nurse right now, but thank you so much for coming over. I appreciate it. Okay, Matt Payne 3. Hey, Jess. Hey, Homestead Aquarius, Paragon. The content that I use to watch has definitely been reduced. Sailing, prospecting, many genre have been cut back for supporting friends. Those are my guilty pleasures now. Yes, exactly. I've kind of changed. I haven't gone in and done a sweep or a cleanup. I've really love the supporting each other. So I still do my own, like I was saying earlier, I still do my own searches and I watch whomever it might be. So just say I'm searching SEO or like earlier I was searching how to use AdSense and I read and I whatever. And then finally I said, I'm just going to have Matt Payne come over and show me how to use it because there's so many settings and I can get it to say what I want it to say, but it's not always there. You have to like add YouTube channel, page, project, all kinds of stuff. So I do specifically might say, the certain basil, how does it grow? And then watch 3 or 4 videos about that certain basil. And it might not be anybody that I'm friends with or subscribe to, but I love to get just different people's views on different things. The Wyatt family, Selena's World, all the materials are just pretty much junk. With all the hardware I use, I had to actually buy it. Only cost me around $75. Holy cow. So for a hoop house, I wanted to show you guys something that I saw yesterday. It's, let me see here. Okay, here it is. I've kind of not been on Facebook. So last night I was like looking through it. I use Facebook to advertise my videos and Preston's videos. So I use it as a social media for marketing, but I don't generally get on there anymore and just kind of like search and talk to people very much. But this is really cool, you guys. If you're gardeners, you're going to really love this. So stackable pots that you could stack how many on top of each other and put it out in your garden, on your back patio. You could put strawberries in it. You could put brassicas in it. I want to say, I think I've seen Daniel and DJ had one on their back porch. So stacking double pots, and you just put them all different ways and they stack. Anyways, look at this. Can you see that? Here, where's my finger? Oh, okay, here is the one I'm talking about. My window is right in front of me. That's the expensive one that's like hundreds of dollars. Do you see this blue one here? My finger, you see this blue one? That blue one is from the Dollar Tree, like the Dollar Tree. So each piece is like a double pot connected in the middle, kind of like a figure 8. So the center gets thin so you could stack them on each other. So each pot is $1 and it comes in different colors. I am so going to the Dollar Tree. Somebody on here, I don't know what area that they were. Somebody on here says I went to like 3 and I couldn't find any. So someone said, if you go to dollartree.com, I'm only telling you this, I'm not an influencer for them. They're not paying me. I just thought it was really cool that you can actually order it. They're $1 each. I think you have to order in a case, which is $36. Them to send it to you, but you can go out and order and they'll just send it to your house. So to that, you could probably pick your color and stuff. So isn't that awesome? I hope you all see that. Yeah, I know. Yep, Sawyers have some on their porch. Yep. They made a video of it, some sort. So I found some at the Dollar Tree. I bought 6. Yes, Kristen. So I would like to go. No stores are closed, so I'm going to drive 30 minutes no matter where I go. And the closest Dollar Tree is in Bixby, way up like to Broken Arrow. So next time I go that way. Oh, you didn't see them on the website? Oh, orange is cute. Orange is cute. No, Casey, they're not stacked on a rod. I personally would probably drill a hole through all of them and stack them on a rod just so they don't like the wind and stuff because it's so windy up here. Yeah, they go fast, Jason. I can imagine that. Yeah. So go to Dollar Tree, find those, you guys. Send me pictures. I want to see what colors they have. Yes. Evelyn, hi. Yes, go and order them. No Dollar Trees and Mounds, I take it. No. Oh, you know, Jason, I'm going to say no, but I don't go to Mounds. I've been to Mounds twice, and I don't ever want to go back. I'm tough. I could take care of my own. I will do what I have to do to protect my family. I don't choose to go to Mounds. It's not that it's like scary, but as being like a mom alone with your kids, I was scared the first time. But it's when we moved to this area because I was Broken Arrow girl, coming out here in the middle of nowhere, knowing anyone, higher poverty level. You hear stories about like years ago, there's lots of drugs in the area, things like that, stuff that scared the heck out of me. So I was very depressed at the time. We were living in the camper, building the house. I was very upset. I locked the doors. I pulled over and cried. Like I was so upset. And all I was trying to do was find the post office. So I decided I'm never going to Mounds again. It's just like a little street with like a police department, and the post office is back in the neighborhood next to some old nasty houses. And yeah, it's just not for me. Yeah. Yes, Charlie. The other ones are too expensive. So Charlie, like this could go in your hoop house next to your containers, and you could use like strawberries in them, Or you can do, I'm thinking like herbs on the front porch. Well, not the front porch. I got to figure that out because I got to keep the goats up. They eat my cannas. They eat everything I do on the front porch. But that would be pretty by my stock tank pool. Have you guys all seen my videos on my stock tank pool? I cannot wait until like April, May and get that back going. That pool is the most bad A pool I've ever had in my life. It's just, I love it. That's what this was saying. So this is on the Raised Bed Gardening Facebook page, Annie Ann. It just says that they went online and did it. I know, Jason. I'm not trying to be mean. Like, it's not for me. I'll stay on my mountain and not leave and not really have to see people. It makes me happy. Sweet Pea Farm. I had to run the girls to dance. Have a great day. Okay, bye. Thank you so much for coming in. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll see you on your lives. Sketchville. That's great. It could be called Sketchville. I don't choose to go to Sketchville. Yes. I'm going to put because my hand is hurting. But that is awesome. I'm so glad I got to share that with you. That was a good talk. Good talk. Boots about a shoot. Yeah, herbs. They'll save me a bit. Yes. Yeah. Like just dill and cilantro and chives. You could do all kinds of stuff in that. Jason, I was a Bixby kid growing up. Okay, so Bixby is so much nicer, but it's so close, you know, if you go down and go over to Glenpool, go over to Mounds. But still, like Bixby has grown so much since I went to the high school in the 90s. That whole area of Broken Arrow and Bixby was just empty. There's nothing there. And now it's like 71st Street now. It takes forever to get anywhere. I choose not to go up Memorial, and I always go up 77 over to the creek just to go to Broken Arrow or anywhere. Bye, Heather. Thank you so much for joining us. See you later. Best Life. One of these days, I'm going to make a stock tank hot tub. Okay, I wanted to do that. So they make these mobile tankless water heaters, and you can actually affix it to like a dolly, so you can move it in and out, get it out of the weather, that fun stuff. And you could hook it in to your stock tank, and I want to say it goes 20 to 30 degrees higher than the outside temperature. So my thoughts on that, if that's all it does and it's 20 degrees, I'm not getting in a 50-degree hot tub. So I know there's so many other ways. There's some redneck ways that I joked with Jeremy. I was like, we could put a wheelbarrow in the middle of the stock tank, fill it up with wood, and then like push it over to the edge so the kids can't touch on this edge of the pool like this, and put the wheelbarrow there and just let it heat up the water. And he laughed at me, and I was like, okay, we could put the burn bin in there. I was just kidding. I don't want rust and paint and nasty stuff in there, but I can't wait to see that. You need to do that. And I'll have more videos, you guys. I have a playlist called Stock Tank Pools. It is awesome, you guys. I love the stock tank pool. It's so easy. It's easy to keep clean. The water's crystal clear. The chlorine has to be floating. You can't just throw it in there because it'll ruin that galv on the bottom. But you just make sure it's always in a floating one. You don't shock it. I don't shock it. I don't have to. But gosh, if you needed to, just drain it. It'll take a couple hours. Scrub it and then put water back in it with chlorine. Wow, that's awesome. For only $1 a piece. That was really cool for her. Yes, Wyatt family. Yes, I agree. Lazy C, my husband's nephews bought 10 acres just outside of Mounds. Awesome. If you're going to go visit them soon, get with me. As I said, I'm not really on Facebook, but I do check my messages. Find me on Facebook and then message me so we could communicate back and forth. Yeah, 71st is nuts, right, Annie Ann? It's so ridiculous. But Kristen, get with me if you ever come over and visit. And you guys could come over and bring the boys. That would be so fun. Green Horse 1 acre. My party's over. Off to work. Have a great day. Bye, Eric. Thank you so much for the super chat. Have a wonderful day. Have I used baking soda for the pool? Casey's asking with Boots and Money. I have not, but I haven't had a pH problem or anything like that, so I haven't had to. Later, Eric. Take her easy, old son. Raise the stock tank up. Put the fire under it. I know, but it wouldn't hold all the weight of the water if it was raised up, unless it was on something steel with cross members. But that's a really good idea. Homestead Aquarius. Stock tank builds are fun. I bought a 300-gallon for my aquaponics system. Oh, but it was used for a pool for by my kids the first summer for a bit. I have a 110-gallon in the cabin waiting to become my tub. So I think I've got two 110-gallons, and I think this one's right. It's either 670 or 770. It's only the 8-foot, but if anyone looked this past spring and summer, they were sold out because of the pandemic and people being at home, and it was just so much cheaper and easier. So everyone sold out for months and months and months. So all I can get was, as soon as it came off the truck, I got an 8-footer. I would love to do a 10-foot, but the 8-foot one is just, it's so perfect. Build a brick oven, put the stock tank on top of the brick oven, bake a pizza, and go tubing at the same time. That's a good one, Jason. Bye, Eric. Have fun at work. My daughter has a stock tank garden. Oh, that would be pretty. That would be really pretty. Selena, I seen it on my program on TV one time. Homestead Aquarius, Swedish style wood water heaters that is an excellent way for heating the water. Right. So I think I've seen that. So you make, kind of like they were saying, a brick oven. You make this oven and you feed it with fire, and then you have your copper tube going in, and then your copper tube going out, and the filter pushes the water through the coils, and then it pushes the water out that's heated. Is that what you're talking about, Homestead Aquarius? Guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm out of coffee. I'm just going to go and make a cup and be right back. Talk amongst yourselves, please.
What are you doing all summer?
What are you doing, son? You want to go say hi to them while I get coffee? Be that for me whenever it's done. Or I can go get it. Okay. It's making. Pour me some. The first thing that came to my head was, pour some sugar on me. I need some too. Yes, Selena, I cannot believe at 10 o'clock at night you're drinking coffee. I hope you slept well. I can't wait to start seeds and get some green popping out of the ground. I know, me too. So I have down on my book here, I've got tons of seeds. Let me show you guys. It's right here. I'm not kidding. Like, I've got tons of seeds, and I'm not going to show you all the seeds, but like, you could just see, like, this is everything I got out of the box that I had, but just, I have tons of seeds from, you know, last year and this year and things like this that I saved because I'm a seed saver. Pumpkins, I got lots of special pumpkins, but I need to order some seeds. And Jerry was like, don't you have enough seeds? And I said, you know what? I do. And I'm not doing what I did last year. I'm not going to go overboard with my seeds. I have decided that I'm going to limit to what I want to eat, what we plan to eat, and what I can. I've been talking to Casey with Boots and Bounty. About canning. She has an awesome canning room, you guys. You should go over and check her out. Boots and Bounty Homestead. If you haven't, write it down or go back and go over to hers here whenever I'm done with my live. But she does lots of canning. Her whole dining room is those silver shelves full of everything that's canned. It's amazing. So what I need peppers, cucumbers, and tomatoes. That's really what I need. What I want is I'm going to do carrots. I talked to Paffords about this. I'm going to do carrots in the big mineral tubs for cows because when your raised bed's only 18 inches or so, my carrots last year were so tiny. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, they weren't even as thick as this pencil. And they were maybe as long as this earring. Like, no duck calls in the house.
You gotta say that.
That was good. I don't want to hear it. Go tuka outside, please.
I don't go tuka.
Well, whatever. Thank you so much, Matt. Micro Farmer Homer, I didn't see you come in. Hello, Homer. How are you? Anyways, so oh, I love you. I do. I love you. Outside. Bubba, please. Guys, I have to tell you 1,000 times a day. No duck calls in the house. Oh, Matt Payne said, go tuka outside. See, that's what I said, Matt. Go tuka outside. So tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers. So those are like the main things that I will eat every single day. I take the cucumbers, I cut them up with onions, and slice it into 4 quarters and put it with onions and put it with Italian dressing, or do it with ranch dressing, or you can do like vinegars, things like that. Let's make my mouth water. Think about as far as the peppers go, you can use peppers and onions and use it as a side, or put it with your steak or your chicken or things like that. As far as carrots go, carrots are easy. They're 50 cents a can, or most vegetables at Walmart you can get, they're flash frozen. They're $1, like the Brussels sprouts and stuff. I tried Brussels sprouts, didn't work. I tried broccoli. The tree, it probably got 24 inches and it had one little stalk on it that big. That was not worth it. My squash was really good, like my zucchinis. I enjoy that. I fry that up in olive oil with, what do I put in there? I put onions and sometimes tomato, and definitely put peppers in there. That's good as a side. Like Jeremy and I can eat that every day. You can put a little bit of balsamic vinegar that I used on those Brussels sprouts the other day. So there's some stuff like cauliflower. I'm not going to grow that again. I did kohlrabi, and I never even, well, I take it back. I might do kohlrabi. I didn't even eat it or try it. I just love the way it looked. It was purple. It was so pretty. Loved it. No duck calls in the house. Come on, Mom. No, it's 1,000,000 times a day. And then you get people like Matt Payne egging him on. When Matt's here, it's free flow, just everyone doing duck calls. I make him go outside. Or he can go in the shop. We live in a barn dominium, if you didn't know. It's like a 60 by 60. So this front 25 foot is the house by 60. He's got the whole shop outside if he wants to go out there. And it's pretty warm. Well, it's not out in the elements warm. So Homer bought some grow lights today. Awesome. Does anyone have chocolate mints? Chocolate mint seeds. Ooh. I would love to see those too, Homer. We can get on MI Gardener and look. I've got them up right now on my computer. Salt pickles are awesome. Oh, have mint. I put on my chocolate microformer. Selena's kohlrabi is supposed to be edible leaves also, like cabbage. So that would be good for like rabbits or quail and things like that. But yeah, so there's lots of edible leaves that you can eat. I just got grow lights too. I'm fixing to get them put up microformer. Okay, so I have grow lights, and I don't remember the exact numbers. I need to go back in my video, but it's got a really high Kelvin. They are from Walmart. They're shop lights, but they're the LED ones. They're only like $21.93. I want to say they're 2 foot, and they come and they hang with the chain, and they come with the bulbs and everything, and they'll last forever because they're LEDs. And I had such good success with those last year. I didn't have to go to like a special grow place, because now the grow places are more steered towards like medical, rather than tomato gardening. You use all your green tops as, okay, so like radishes and turnips and stuff like that, Casey, you use as your greens. Oh, they haven't shipped yet. Best Life, go check out Walmart. I'm not kidding. Like, go to like their section with the light bulbs and like the fixtures for the bathroom and stuff like that. They'll be on there. 5,000K. Okay, yep, great. That is great. Sam's, yep, that's awesome. Fried squash, potatoes, and onions. Ooh, jalapenos. See, I wouldn't put that in there. I wouldn't put squash and potatoes, but that sounds really good. I love jalapenos, but I'm a wimp. Like, if I'm eating them as like a topping on something, I pick the seeds out so they don't hurt later when they come out, because they burn going in and burn coming out. The plants don't know the difference. It's just light to them. Howdy, Boots and Bounty Homestead. Oh, from Tim. You guys are so awesome. So this is the stuff I personally like to talk about, but I don't have anyone to talk about it except you and my camera or my phone. I have a neighbor. They do a really big garden, but they do it at somebody else's house because I've told you before, we're all rock. So they have a big garden. And something that they grew last year that I tried, and I really, it's on the squash side. I really like the crooked necks or the straight neck yellow squash. And I know that they grow a lot, but it's always really early. So like May, June, you get a lot, and then they're kind of done. But I love those because you just clean them, cut them up, put them in that frying pan with the peppers and the onions. But they did patty pans. So I really want to get some patty pan seeds. So that's added to my list. So carrots, cucumbers, tomatoes, patty pans. The big rainbows from M.I. Gardner, I really liked them, but I really love the pineapple tomatoes I got from them. They were so just thick and hearty and beefy, and on a tomato sandwich, they were amazing last year. See, like, here's those crooked necks like I was talking about. They didn't do that great for me last year, so I'm going to try them. Oh, you guys, I forgot to plant that. You guys ever done that? That's a toothache plant. So you're able to use it for medicinal properties, and you can actually like make a salve or make a, I don't know if you boil it or something, and you can put it on a cotton ball and use it in your mouth to numb. Beets, I didn't do good with beets. I did really good with beans and peas. Definitely want to do beans and peas. I did radish, and I had never really ate them before. And they were so good. The white ones were hotter than the red ones. And but they were spicy, these carrots. Those are my carrots that I want to do. I bought a rectangle LED from Amazon, and it has bloom and vegetables 1,000 watt. You'll get a sunburn after that thing. Disclaimer, I know nothing about gardening. It's okay, Tim. We love you. It doesn't matter. Last year, I cut peppers into rings and floured and fried them, called wagon wheels, and they are awesome. And I cut up cherry tomatoes in half and made them into fried green tomatoes. Oh, I love fried green tomatoes. Micro Farmer was driving. Yes, we'll be setting them up and getting ready to plant inside. It might start 2 weeks early, so I get them transplant outside big enough to survive. Yes, that's my problem is trying to transplant them, but it's too early. But then they say it's okay, and then it gets really cold or it rains too much. Yes, Lena, that's what I have is a shop light. I have some of those toothache plants, electrical daisies on the way from Baker's Creek. If for some reason you can't get them, I have them. Jason, if you need some. Yes, all the squashes. Yes, me too. Girl, we got to get together on some cooking. Yes, Boots and Bounty, we do. We really, really do. So I'm just trying to show you. Oh, this one, this lettuce. They're so little, the seeds. This lettuce, you guys, is amazing. Just to show you, Butter Crunch and Red Sail did amazing for me last year. I'm just looking. I have an area of, here we go. I didn't plan on doing this today, but since we've got 21 in here, we're all talking about gardening. Let's go, right? So I keep my empty, I feel like it can or can't see here. I keep my empty packs so I can remember like what I really loved. Whoops, Pinicon was on. Okay, here's that pineapple tomato. I loved that. Totally loved it. Mr. Stripey was pretty good. If you haven't tried that. I could turn these over. I did a lot of tomatoes last year, and it was kind of way too much. This Triple L did good. It grew a lot, but they would crack. Black Prince didn't do good. Big Rainbow did good. So Mr. Stripey, Big Rainbow, and then this pineapple tomato. But I did have a yellow tomato. Must have been this Wapsipinicon peach. I guess maybe, no, it wasn't that because it was a big, hearty, beefy tomato. These are amazing. I did these the year before last. My Black Crim never did anything. And then that's Shots for an Old Goat. I don't know why that's in there. But what is your favorite tomato variety? Like I said, I have my M.I. Gardner up, and I was trying to put together an order before I went on here. Oh, these were awesome, you guys. Peas. So my problem with peas and beans, especially peas, is I eat them all before I get in the house, so no one else gets any. I love radishes in small amounts. Yeah, I did too. I really enjoyed the radishes. Boots and Bounties. I'm making a salad with butter crunch. We just cut up last night. Yeah, it's so good. Butter crunch lettuce is so amazing. It really is. I'm bad about eating it while I'm working in the garden. My spinach did really good last year too, you guys. Make from a lettuce go great on sandwiches. Yes, it does. Yellow tomatoes are great. So meaty and delicious. Exactly, Selena. Ridge Life. Y'all see the craziness on SLR. $100 giveaway. Poor Mel. I made the same mistake in my life giveaways so many times. Clear rules now, huh? I haven't watched it. I need to though. Big beef all the way. Yeah. So I like the big beefy tomatoes too. Blue cream berries are your favorite. Okay. So I have the blue cream berries and I have the regular cream berries. The blue were amazing. They didn't make it in the house either. And the regular cream berries didn't make it in the house either. I'll tell you one that I don't like. I might have even thrown it away, so I didn't keep it. It was that Brad's Atomic Grape. They really push it on the Baker's Creek. They really push it on, like, this is our best selling tomato and whatnot. Let me see. It's not. It doesn't taste good. The outside shell of the tomato is kind of, it's not crisp and thick. It's more thin, like paper. And when you bite into it, it doesn't have that crunch. It's kind of more, it's just too thin. It's too thin. And the taste is blah. The taste on those things are so blah. Don't order them, you guys. And I'm sorry if you love them and I don't, and I just said that, but let's see. I'll show you. Let me show you what not to order. Here's the blueberries that you were talking about. I had the blueberries and the cream berries. Nature Brittle. Super sweet and fruity. I'm just looking. There's the cream berries right there. Let's see real quick. Mr. Stripey, pink tie-dye. I was looking for that yellow one that I just absolutely loved. I really think it was in my gardener, though. It was not this. Oh, maybe they got rid of those Brad Atomics. Black cherry. No, here. Best tasting tomato. Don't fall for this, you guys. I love Baker's Creek, but these are not. They are not good. They don't taste good. Their crunch isn't good. Their taste is blah. Better Boys and beefsteaks are some of your faves. See, Matt Payne, I like them, and I water every single night. But in the past, now I mean, like when we lived in Tulsa, maybe I was doing it wrong. They cracked, and I never was able to get beefsteaks to come in. Yeah, the black cherry, they are so good. I had some last year called Rutgers. I bought from a local lady that has a greenhouse, and she sells starts and sap things and stuff. It was called Rutgers, and it was so good. Cherokee purple. See, mine didn't do so good. The Cherokee purple. Yeah, Selena. So my gardener went up. I'm not complaining. I'm still going to use them, but they were only $1 a pack, which was crazy last year. I don't even know how he did that. So they were only $1 a pack. So of course I went ape crazy on that. But so now this year they're $2 a pack, which is still so much less than all the other seed places. And they have a great variety. The Payne family Better Boy was developed right here in Oklahoma by Carol Conrad. Then he sold it to the seed company, still selling well. That's awesome. That's good history, Jason Avers. Michael Farmer, Ridge Life, have you seen my giveaway? Homer, I saw your giveaway on Jan's or somewhere the other night, well, a couple weeks ago. And it was because to me, you were trying to talk and do it, but then she would talk and do it, and you were ready for it. She wasn't, so it was really confusing. So I don't really know how you were doing that. Oh, Pafford's going to try my red ochre this year. That red ochre is good. It kind of looks like the cover of Baker's Creek. It kind of looks like that in a way when it grows. It's pretty cool. Oh, do they have chocolate mint seeds? Homer, I'll look, and if they do, I'll let you know. I'll look in there. Oh, there's Christian, Matt. I love the Cherokee tomatoes. You're so awesome, you guys. Annie Ann, unstable watering cycle. Yeah, that's what my room is all cracked. I could figure. Right. So that unstable watering cycle is definitely why they would crack. But Oklahoma's just so weird. It'd be 80 one day, and then it'll be like 107 the next day. It's just stupid. And then it'll go to 60 and rain for 4 days. I mean, like, Selena, Tim said she saw your giveaway. I haven't seen it yet, Tim. We had narroways over. If you guys didn't watch my video this morning that I posted about the quail, we had them over this weekend. So we barely watched any of my friends' videos in the last probably 4 days. Micro Farmer, do you you have to have seeds because you can get rooted cuttings fairly deep and they will take over the space pretty quickly. That's true, Jason. I've just got regular peppermint. So where would he, though, here's the deal. So where's Homer in Connecticut? No, he's in Boston. Yeah, he's in Connecticut. So would he just go to a nursery, like a specialty, like we have here, where we have Springer and stuff like that, and try to find cuttings or try to find an already grown mint? Because that would be really hard. I know that I can't find them anywhere. They have to be from somebody that's like growing them already. Annie Ann. Yay, Heather. Hello. Welcome back. So speaking of all this seeds, is exactly what I want to talk about. So my greenhouse, I know I did a video and hopefully some of you watched it. If not, go back and watch it. I have all the old window sashes from old houses. I have a lot of them. I think it was 30. I don't remember how many I counted. It's been a few months. But so the carpenter, well, he's not a carpenter. He's actually a roofer. My friend that knows how to do all that stuff that built our house and here, he did all the inside stuff. And then at our old house, I posted a video. He did the big A-frame lodge looking back patio at my old house. He's going to come over and help me I want to do like an 8x16. I'm trying to figure out how many window sashes I have, but like an 8x16 greenhouse. And I do want to do like 3 foot up on the bottom to be solid. I do have that galvanized metal. It's better than our panel. It's thicker. It's actually kind of like a highway bumper that you would use, like the guardrails in the center of the medians. It's not that thick or that textured. It's more like this, and it goes in for a few inches and comes out like some more squared. Anyways, I like to put that maybe 3 foot around because I'm not going to need light down at the bottom. Plus, it's going to help keep any critters or bugs out, things like that. But and then maybe all around the sides, and then the back have the windows. And then on the front, he got me a door that's just kind of like my front door. It's kind of like my back door too. Like he got me a door just like that, because he's awesome. And then he got me a bunch of windows. And then I found some here locally that somebody was cleaning out their garage. They're going to use them for projects. And then I want to use that poly, our panel type stuff. I think you can get it at Lowe's for the roof. And I've got tons of the styrofoam pieces, or the black foam that's shaped for the R panel that can go up underneath it. It's just getting it started and trying to figure where the uprights are versus how big each, if each window is like 30 inches or whatnot, they're bigger than that. Have an upright where you can at least nail it in. But I'm just very excited. I'm sure that's going to be multiple videos for multiple days as we build it, because it's probably just going to be here and there, but I'm super excited about that. Jason is... Mary Tora Boulevard. Meadows also is having some, and they do have a good job of shipping live plants. Micro Farmer, I have no one have them, but I found the seeds on Amazon for $19. Holy cow, Homer. $19 for mint seeds. That's crazy. Best Life, you all have a good day. I have to go before I get caught in the live stream loop again. Bye, Best Life. Thank you so much for coming over. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful day. You guys, I have not, that I remember, done a midday afternoon live, but this live is amazing. I've consistently had about 20 people in here. I feel like we're having an awesome conversation. I love it because we're kind of not being torn in different directions. We're all kind of talking about the same thing, and we're mingling and enjoying with each other, and I love that, you guys. I totally love it. I've got a whole bunch of different garden catalogs, Homer, so I'll look. Like, I just get them in the mail, but they don't have a index. It tells you like what page to go in. So are you guys big on flowers? Like, I've been collecting lots of different flowers, and last year was the first time. So let me back up. I've always had a really nice multiple flower beds around and in front of my house. I mean, like, in my opinion, the nicest in the whole neighborhood. always. Nice lawn, had it manicured, had it fertilized, brought in a company, all that kind of stuff. You know, I'd have monkey grass, or I'd have my cannas. I love my cannas. I love petunias, things like that. So I'd always have it really nice and beautiful. And now we live out here, and I did not do any flower beds in front of the house, which, because they're a lot of work. And also we have dogs, and I let the goats out, and then the chickens used to scratch it. And my last house had the most beautiful flower beds, but I didn't ever really do anything with them because the chickens would scratch all the mulch out. Purple Collar Life, hello. Thank you so much for coming in. Even if you could just stay for just a minute, that is awesome. I appreciate you. Yes, Selena. So she said she had 7 on her live last night and hopes that it grows next time. You know, I really think it depends on the night, and it depends on who's up and what's going on. I know MB Heritage does a Sunday night all the time. I could be on there just say at 9 or whatever and come back and go to bed and be scrolling through my phone and getting up, taking care of kids, doing stuff, and sit back down. And it could be almost midnight and they're still on. So I guess it's just maybe the conversation, or maybe it's the announcement of this is what we're going to do and this is when we're going to do it. Like, I don't do that. I just randomly jump on. I think there's no rhyme or reason, I don't think, Selena. But what was I saying? Oh, so I didn't do any flower beds. So in my garden, I did tons. You saw my videos, I'm sure, tons. I mean, millions and billions and billions and billions and billions. Oops. These things get stuck in my shoes and my socks. Of marigolds. Tons of marigolds. And of course, I'm trying to keep, there's nothing compared to what's out there. I'm going to put in the rest. But I'm going to actually do something different also with it. So I have a peninsula area next to my barn. And right now it has a pile of trees from when Jeremy tore down the trees and we were letting them dry. And we tried to light it the other day when Narroways was here, but it's just too wet. I'm going to go try to use a flamethrower and light it up here in a little bit. But I'd like to take this peninsula area, say this is my barn and this is my driveway that comes like this. This area has a big tree right here where I walk out by the buck pens back here. And it's kind of like this area that kind of is like that. And it's got some field grass and some rocks. I would love, have you seen Lemna Farms? How they have that rock wall and then they have a walkway through it, and then, you know what I mean? It kind of separates their farm. I would at least have 2 half walls and then a walkway or a wall of rocks on each side like this, and fill that whole area with wildflowers and intentional flowers too from seed. So once we get that, I would love to get a tarp when I clean up my garden, throw all those marigold seeds in there, because I'm talking millions and billions and billions of plants, and then take it over there and let the tarp out and then see what happens, because that's just one plant that can grow. But I'd love to get like flower mixes and just start doing that. And that would help if I ever get bees, I believe, and I feel that would be awesome. Yeah. Yes, Selena. It does sound nice. Jeremy's gonna have to use the Bobcat and he's gonna have to stack. And he's like, how high do you want this rock wall? I'm like, oh, I mean like 2 foot. Like, I don't want it up to here on me. But just a barrier to separate out that area. But there's just so much up here that I know it takes like 10 years or more to like grow trees and to make your home like the way you want it. And we've only been in here, we built it and we moved on the first of the year. So we've only been in here for a year and 2 weeks, and we've done so much. I've got the 17-acre paddock. I've got the half-acre buck pen. I've got the barn, raised beds. Jeremy's created ponds. He's knocked down trees and trails, and lots of deer and like other wildlife management and things like that. It's just, you feel like you need to get it all done at the same time and you can't. It just kind of makes it's overwhelming. But then again, it's like, right now I'm just sitting here. What can I be doing? I should be cleaning out my garden, but it's just that feel. I know, right? Ricky, you need to come fill back your truck with a rock. We talked about that the other night on live. That was funny. Marigolds are my favorite flower. Yes. My favorite one out of those was those Danish doubles. So the same plant had like more orange and then more yellow, but instead of just the regular, they kind of bloomed out a little bit more and they were every other. Those are my favorite ones out of there. I do like the big ones, but that's not what was in this. So this was started from Dollar General for $2. You get the box of marigold seed and it's mixed in there with like mealworms, crumbled and shredded just for fertilization, properties or composting properties. And then you just sprinkle it around. So I would like dig out a line in front of my tomatoes and just kind of barely sprinkle some. And oh my God, so many have like dropped just from like grabbing them and pulling them. All my beds are going to be completely filled with marigolds. I'm going to be picking them out for years. Do they seem hardier, Linda? That is cool. Annie Ann, I always wanted a large area of lilacs, but it never happened. I've been horrible about not planting flowers for the last several years. Oklahoma ground is full of rocks. Ain't gonna lie, I really wanted to get some rocks. Next time, Ricky, you can take what you want. I found out that before we bought all this property, people that own this piece that the house is on, they used to sell rocks. So they'd have people come out here and mine the rock and then haul it off. But I don't think there's any money in it anymore. Something good to fall back on, I guess. So all these projects and things that I've been talking to you guys about, and I was just saying it's kind of overwhelming and I'm AD and I've got all that. Part of my feeling with that right now is Jeremy went back to work and we don't really talk too much about our personal work life and stuff. I mean, I talk about personal stuff like Preston and Parker and this and that and whatever, but he went back to work. We had a business for 10 years and we sold it in the beginning of the year and we haven't worked since. And it's been really nice, but that time was supposed to be for us to create a different business. And with the pandemic, it was just really scary. You don't know which way anything's going to go. And right now, current affairs are even scarier. So he went to work somewhere really close. It's about 25 minutes away. And he's gone from 8 to 5. And it's a little quieter in the house. And the kids are home because they have off school on Mondays and they haven't been to school since the beginning of December because of the pandemic. But it's quieter because the kids get away with more. Dad, do this, Dad, do that. Let's go outside. And then Jeremy's really motivated and always picking up the trash, feeding the dogs, burning the burn ban thing, going and getting the bobcat, knocking down a tree, going and doing fire, whatever. That's Jeremy. And that's just him. And he's always been that way. I'm more like, what am I going to do today? Let me write a list. I might get to some. So, but my whole point is I'm sad. It was so nice to spend the last 7 or 8 months with him. At first, it was a huge adjustment to have him home from work. And it was quite annoying because I had somebody else that had an opinion on what we needed to do that day. But now I miss him. And that feeling went away after a couple of weeks after we got used to being together, which we were together before. I worked too. We both worked at the same place, but it's different when you're at work. So when you're at home, it's like, what do you want to do today? Let's go in the goat pen. Let's go do this. Let's go put out traps. Let's go put out deer feed, all that kind of stuff. So I miss him. I miss him a lot. So the good thing is that I can't just pick up the phone and call him. I can't just text him. We're horrible. If we leave the house to go to the store, we'll call each other 20 times just because. I don't know why we do that. It's like, hey, babe, I'm going here. Do you need anything? No. Hey, you won't believe what I just saw or what I just heard or guess what came in the mail, whatever it might be. But it is kind of sad that I only talk to him when he leaves work at 5 o'clock. And it is nice, though, when he comes home. I've been making dinner earlier. When he was home, we weren't making dinner till 9 or 10 o'clock at night because we don't really have a schedule to hang out and do whatever we've got to do. And then that's about the time that things are done. It takes an hour or two to make dinner. So now I've been trying to have it done at 5:30. I've created that playlist for my gluten-free husband. If any of you have watched it, I know it's really different because it's just cooking and I don't generally do that. But I thought, hey, if I'm going to be preparing these meals for him and wanting something better and nicer for him this year and be just a better cook and a better wife to help him with his gluten-free journey, because I usually get pretty upset about it. You're so hard to feed. I can't make 3 meals all the time or instead it's making me more positive and it's making me more excited for him to come home and for him to eat at 5:30 and not be at 7 or 8 o'clock. Hey, were you going to make dinner? what's for dinner tonight, or what are we going to have, or pick this up or pick that up. So I'm trying to be a little bit more organized and prepared. So the whole point of that ADD conversation is I miss Jeremy. Like, I wish he was here right now. It really kind of stinks. I need his muscles too, though. I mean, sometimes I just need, like, that coop is still in the back of my truck, that quail coop. It was rough. I don't know if you saw my video. It's heavy. I can't really move it. So, like, to go out there right now and make a compost bin underneath it, I'm going to have Preston help. Linda, you should have plenty of flat rock if you want to make more play areas for babies. Every time I plant petunias and marigolds, and they keep mosquitoes away 4 doors down. We love it. Oh, I love petunias. And I love keeping the seeds when they dry out, and you just push open those 4 little leaves and just pour those little tiny circle seeds. Over from home, and of course the kids and Stephen have been home since March. Kids finally went back to in person today, but Stephen is still home on a virtual from college. Yeah, so the kids have been out since I think the first or second week of December, and then it rolled into Christmas, and then they had a meeting right before they're supposed to go back the week before last, that they're going to wait that incubation time period after Christmas. They'd be safer to put the kids back after people could have possibly shown positive for getting together with their families over the holidays. And I agree with it. Like, I think it's okay. I'm okay if the kids just stay home all year. Like, yeah, they get on my nerves. Like right now the baby's sleeping and it's quiet because Preston has no one to pick on, but he's still sleeping, isn't he? I'm going to have to go wake up. But I enjoy them home because I'm never going to get to spend this much time with them. I mean, if things kind of go back to normal and the pandemic slows down and everything's okay, then they're going to be at school time. Parker would prefer to be at school. Preston loves not being at school because then he could go hunting and do all his man stuff. Cooking. I'm not even gluten-free, but I enjoyed seeing that side of you guys. Oh, thank you so much. Boots and Bounty. I'm so excited to follow gluten-free. It's not that hard, like me and Ricky, and we were all talking about it. And the same with Casey. It's not that hard. It's just looking for wheat in the ingredients, like the sauces or the marinades or I'm making this up, like the ketchup or the dressings for the salad, like if you look at that. But if you mainly do like a carb and vegetables and a meat, like a meat that's not breaded, you're going to be fine. The carbs can be potatoes. They can be rice. There's all kinds of rice meals you can make. You know what we love? We love saffron rice. Saffron rice is so good. That's the yellow rice. It comes in a container. It's yellow, like foil pack, about that big. It makes enough for the whole family. And it tastes so good. Let me just see what's going on here. Yes, the bread is the biggest problem, Heather, is the bread. What are you guys doing? You're watching TVs? Huh? I'm Ruger, shut your mouth. Hi, I didn't know you were awake. I love you. Be good. Yes. Parker's up. And him and Preston are actually in there playing with the dog. That was all the growling. Keep up gluten-free stuff, yes. Did you see the TikTok I sent you? Kid is just like Preston. My phone was out uploading those chili videos this morning. This is what my phone looks like after letting it sit. So he's got a gazillion messages on it, which is fine. Fine. But anyways, Parker's up, so that's good. They're watching TV. They're trying to be good boys in there and be quiet. So that's always nice outside. So we have been on here for an hour and a half. We still got about 20 people in here. I'm totally cool with going longer. Everybody wants to go longer. I don't want to keep you from having a productive day. Parker and Preston are hanging out. Weird. I know. There's no fighting because they know I'm live. They have been such turds. We were live the other day and Parker came in, Preston this, Preston that. Bye, Annie Ann. Have a good day. See you later. Yeah, they're being good. They're some Nickelodeon or I don't know, some kind of show. And of course he says, I'm hungry, because he's always hungry because he doesn't eat what we make. You have cereal or something, but okay, guys. Well, I guess I'm going to go if there's nothing more that anyone has to talk about. Does anyone have any questions for me while I'm on here and while we're having such good conversations? Go gardening, quail, chickens, mat, turkeys, greenhouse. The Payne family. I got film evidence of them singing together. They were sitting in the bed of the side-by-side real close and having fun. See? It's rare. It happens, but it's rare. No productivity on dialysis days, just naps. Oh, yeah. I could imagine. God, that would stink, Linda. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Boots of Bounty says, just stay on live and they'll get used to not arguing. Homestead Aquarius, thank you so much. It's been fun. Bless you and your family. You too. Thank you so much for coming over and hanging out with us this afternoon. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Trying to just make sure that I talked about everything. Oh, yes. Yep. So I know what I need to do. Ricky, I am going to, this is one of my plans for today, you guys. And I'm telling Ricky because I bought Ricky some kombucha the other day and he was nicely trying it. And he's like, I don't really think I could finish this and drink it. He did not really like it. 13 years, Linda. That is awesome. That is amazing. Good for you. 13 years on dialysis is a lot of time. Yep, Jason Avers. Talk to you guys later. The figs are plotted and ready to go in time for the meetup. Okay, that is amazing. We'll talk between now and then, of course. That's 4 months away. But yes, definitely want to get some of those figs. You're going to have to tell me when and how to plant them. I guess I'll need to plant them maybe in March or so. We'll get together. We live close to each other, so we'll get that figured out. But so I need to start my kombucha SCOBY today. I had 2 beautiful hotels from my old house, and I moved them to the camper when we lived in the camper, and then I moved them into the house, and I replenished them with the sweet tea back in January, and I totally forgot about them. So the other day, me and Brittany and Rick and Noel were talking. I was like, oh, let me show you my SCOBY hotel, but it's already dried up, so all my SCOBYs are like, and they're starting to get mold on them. So I need to start a new one, and that's going to be fun. I don't know if you guys drink kombucha or not. Good family support system. Have a great day. Are you candling the quail eggs? I will. I just put them in yesterday. So what do you think, Linda? Like probably 3 or 4 days. I do need a candling, whatever you want to call it, flashlight or light. I'm going to have to, I guess I'll look on Amazon and see if I can get one in the next couple of days because what I have doesn't work and what I used to use doesn't have batteries. And it was just a sample little flashlight that came in the mail. I don't have good luck with candling lights. They seem to always just work for one time and be done. So yes, I will definitely do that. Okay, guys, I'm going to go because I need to go out and be productive and check on the animals and the chickens. But thank you so much, guys, for joining me live today. This has been a great chat. I'll try to do this a little bit more often. It's really great to talk to you guys throughout the day and not wait every week or so for our live chats. Or, you know, we do a lot of talking on the videos, on the comments. I really enjoy that. It's always wonderful. But Danielle and them use that stuff to make soda. Yes. It's like a soda. It's kind of like a fermented vinegar. I wish I would like kombucha. Maybe I can try some here and there. Used to it. Yes. Yes, Ricky, maybe so. I got Ricky the trilogy. That was my favorite one, and he just didn't like it. It's in there. I'm actually going to drink it here in a little bit. It's so good for your gut. Britain Farm Homestead, hello. How are you? We were just kind of tying it up because we've been on for an hour and a half, and I know everybody's got stuff to do, and the kids are hungry, like always. But thank you so much for coming over. Evelyn, hello. Thank you so much for staying over and on with us. She said she enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Evelyn. But you guys, I will talk to you soon. I wanted to just close by saying I uploaded the quail video. That's today. I have 2 gluten-free cooking videos that are completely done. The SEO is done. They're scheduled. I think I have them one scheduled for Tuesday morning and one for Thursday morning. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that playlist. It's a lot. It's a lot to video what you're making every single day because instead of taking an hour to make it, it takes like 2 hours because you got to get different shots and video, which is fun. And sometimes you just make ziti, you know, and there's not much content for making ziti or spaghetti, you know. But so when I make the stuff that takes a little bit more time, I'll do a video. So I don't know if I'm going to do like 2 or 3 on that playlist that week. I will tell you that I have found more success in my channel in trying to meet my goals and getting there like I would expect to better when I do more than 1 to 2 videos a week. When I challenge myself to do 5 videos a week, it is a lot of work. And yes, that's all I have to do. I stay at home with the kids, but you know everything I have to do, just like everything you have to do at home with your work or with your family. It's a lot, but I love it so much. But it is gaining my subs. It is adding more time and hours and adding more views. And my goal, I'm not going to share what my goal is for this year, but I have a huge goal for this year. I shared it in a live the other day. One of the goals is in the next year, I would love to grow my channel so Jeremy could stay home with me and we could just work on homestead stuff. Where that takes us, I don't know. Only God knows if that'll happen or if it'll take 3 years or 5 years, but I want to be home with him. I want him here. We can do things to make money here. We can do market garden if we need to, which is a lot of work. I can sell baby goats, just small stuff here and there. But if I could have the income from YouTube, then it will make me so much happier for him to be home with me and to help me on the farm or the ranch. So that's my goal. Maybe I'll do a video one day about goals and maybe I'll share what our goals are. That's a great live. You know what? Let's do that. You guys start thinking about what your goals are for if you're a YouTuber or even if you're not and you are a viewer. We're all in the same family. Maybe just like what your goals are this year. And then maybe next time I go live, we could just talk about our goals. I'll let you know. I will post it to the community page what day we could have a live about goals because that'll be fun. But hi, Patty. How are you? Hi, Colton, baby. How are you, honey? Have you been fishing lately? But I'm going to go. Colton, I'm going to go. If you need Parker, just call my cell phone. He's in there playing with Preston and Ruger right now, buddy. So you guys, thank you so much for joining my live. I will talk to you soon. Look forward to those 2, my gluten-free husband videos this week, and then all the other videos that I shared with you about an hour ago that are in my little handy dandy planner. If any of you know about the chocolate tasting mint, let Homer know with Micro Farmer. He is looking for some, but otherwise, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for everything. Thanks for the super chats, everybody. You're so helpful. That really, really helps us. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good week. Bye.